What will China do now? India becomes the world's new factory. The dragon is worried. A new picture is emerging on the world map, and in this picture, a new power is rapidly rising, taking the place once dominated by the dragon, India. Have you ever imagined that the country once called the factory of the world has now slipped to second place in this race? And the one taking its spot isn't a Western power, but its own neighbor and rival, India. This shift didn't happen overnight. It is the result of years of effort, policy reforms, and strategic decisions. The pace of this change is so swift that China is now facing competition at every step. Today, we will dive deep into this topic. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update. Now, let's start today's discussion without any delay. In recent years, India has proven to the world that it is not just an emerging economy, but a decisive global power. Whether it's the tariff war with the United States or the ongoing tensions with Pakistan, India has handled every situation with strategic clarity, sound policies, and focused execution. Amidst all these global events, India has not only demonstrated stability but has turned every crisis into an opportunity, strengthening its position on the world stage. A recent statistic further validates this strategic triumph, sending a clear message to the world that the reins of Asia's economic leadership are gradually shifting into India's hands. India has now emerged not only as the world's fourth largest economy, but also as the most cost-effective manufacturing destination globally. Yes, India is now the cheapest manufacturing hub in the world. And this isn't just a number, it's a development that could very well keep Beijing awake at night. For years, China attracted global companies with its low-cost manufacturing strength, but now, India is clearly on track to snatch that crown. According to data shared by World of Statistics, citing US News and World Report, India has surpassed China in terms of manufacturing costs. India now holds the top spot, followed by China in second place and Vietnam in third. This ranking evaluated 89 countries and declared India the most cost-effective manufacturing hub in the world. This is the same India that was once seen merely as an IT service provider, but now it has established a strong global presence in manufacturing and production as well. This success of India isn't just limited to reports on paper, it's clearly visible on the ground as well. According to the Purchasing Managers Index, PMI, released by JP Morgan, India's manufacturing PMI stood at 58.2 in April 2025, while the services PMI was recorded at 58.7. These figures indicate that not only is India's production sector expanding, but the services sector is also growing at a similar pace. A PMI above 50 signals economic strength and expansion in any country, and India's consistent performance above that threshold is a positive sign for investors and the global business community. One direct impact of this data is that India has now become not only a promising market for global companies, but also a cost-effective manufacturing base. This shift could attract significant foreign direct investment, FDI, into the country. As companies move away from China, they are increasingly looking toward India, and this transition could define India's economic trajectory for the coming decade. If India capitalizes on this moment strategically, it could lead not just Asia but potentially take the helm of the global supply chain. Though China and Vietnam follow India in the World of Statistics list, the real concern lies with Beijing. For years, China attracted foreign investment based on low labor costs and massive production scale. But now the dynamics are changing. India has not only matched the competitive labor costs but also positioned itself as a mature alternative through policy reforms, infrastructure investments, the Digital India campaign, and enhanced logistics support. These are not just theoretical improvements, they are delivering tangible results on the ground. The list also includes countries like Thailand, the Philippines, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Cambodia, Malaysia, and Sri Lanka after India, China, and Vietnam. However, it's evident that these nations lack the kind of political stability, youthful workforce, and pace of technology adoption that India offers. This makes India's position unique. While other countries depend solely on cheap labor, India has established itself as a strategic hub through technological advancement, policy reform, and global collaboration. On the other hand, when it comes to the countries with the highest manufacturing costs, France tops the list. It is followed by developed nations like the UK, Switzerland, Australia, Germany, Canada, and the United States. This highlights how important low-cost economies like India are becoming for the global supply chain. This scenario gives India the potential to lead global trade, as companies today prioritize not only quality but also cost efficiency. So, what benefits can India derive from this situation? Firstly, more and more foreign companies are likely to set up manufacturing units in India. This will create more employment opportunities, lead to technology transfer, and significantly boost India's exports. Additionally, with the expansion of the manufacturing ecosystem, the country's MSME units will gain momentum and local innovation will receive a strong push. The second major advantage is that local startups and MSME in India will get a chance to establish themselves in the global value chain. The ability to manufacture at lower costs will be a boom for small entrepreneurs. This will not only increase their competitiveness but also prepare them to enter global markets. It will mark a significant step towards sustainable and inclusive growth. Thirdly, this situation gives India an opportunity to position itself with better branding compared to China. While China has often faced allegations of monopoly, human rights violations, and strict government control, India, with its democratic and transparent framework, is emerging as a more trustworthy option for foreign investors. This not only assures investors of safety but also offers the possibility of long-term partnerships. However, there are some challenges that cannot be ignored. India must address its infrastructural shortcomings. Improvements are needed in electricity, transportation, water supply, and technical education. Alongside, policy stability and the reduction of bureaucratic hurdles are essential to maintain investor confidence in the long run. India must sustain this momentum. The current global environment is in India's favor. The tension between the US and China, rising costs in Europe, and growing global instability due to the Russia-Ukraine war have all positioned India as a peaceful, stable, and economically viable alternative. In such a scenario, India should strengthen its position further through policy clarity, technological innovation, and global diplomacy. This is the time when India must lay the foundation for the next decade through its strategy and decisions. Merely topping the rankings is not enough. India must now prove that it can maintain that position sustainably. For this, it must adopt a policy of continuous reform, ease of doing business, and social inclusion, ensuring that all sections of society benefit from this growth. If India continues on this path, not only will the title of Factory of the World be taken from China, but India can also emerge as the new center of the global supply chain. And this dream is no longer just a possibility, it is rapidly becoming a reality. India's journey is not only economic, but also strategic, social, and a path toward greater global recognition.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.